Hello, and welcome to the Excel graphing tutorial for Bio 191 Introductory Cell and Molecular Biology at Boise State University. I am Michael Wojahn, one of the instructors for this lab course. I'm going to show you how to make Excel graphs for your data that you will be using to create for homeworks in this class. The first thing we are going to do is look at the structure of our data. Here we have data on the cases of cancer of each type in Idaho, all ages, all races, 2000 to 2019 per 100,000 people. So this is the incidence rate. This first column here we have years. Then we have our incidence rates for lung, pancreas, leukemia, breast, and prostate cancer. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to calculate the averages. I'm going to go down here. Below our data, we're going to type in averages. Next, we're going to go to a cell underneath one of our data cells. We're going to type an equal sign. In Excel, an equal sign tells the program that we are going to be giving it a formula that it should apply. And then we're going to type AVERAGE, open parentheses. Take your cursor, select the data, close parentheses, and enter. So we've now calculated the average for lung cancer. Now we are going to take our cursor and position it to the bottom right-hand part of the selected cell till the cross turns black. Then we are going to drag this across, and it will automatically put in the formula for each of our different types of cancer. Now we need to also calculate the standard deviation. The standard deviation is a measure of the variability in your data. Once again, we type it in equal sign, then STDEV, open parentheses. We're going to highlight our data. Be careful not to highlight the average. Close parentheses, enter. Then we are going to drag the formula across so it calculates it for all of the types of cancer. Next, we are going to create our bar chart itself. First, we're going to highlight our averages, and then we are going to press down either Command if we have a Mac, or Control if we have a Linux machine or a PC. And then we're going to highlight our names. Now we can release the Control button. We're next going to go to Insert, Columns, 2D column. We're going to click on that, and now we have this chart. We are going to remove this main title because in our class and in many publications, the figure caption serves as the title of the graph. Next, we are going to add axes labels or axes titles. So let's do the horizontal one first. This is cancer type. Now we are going to do the vertical axes title. This is going to be incidence rate per 100,000 people. Okay, we now have our graph, but we need to add a measure of the variability of our data. So we're going to use the standard deviations that we just calculated. Make sure that you click onto the graph and then go to Add Chart Element. Error bars. Don't be tempted by these three options. They are not correct. Choose the More Error Bar options. If you do not see this in your version of Excel, for example, if you're using it on your own computer, please use one of the school library computers or computer lab computers, as they always have the correct version of Excel. You can use that to complete your homework, or you could go to the zone in the ILC and have them install it on your machine. Click More Error Bar Options. Make sure you're on the tab that has the little error bar options graph cartoon thing. Go down to Custom, specify value. Now we're going to highlight our standard deviations. Going to go down here to negative error value, delete the one in French brackets. Then we're going to highlight our standard deviations again and click OK. And there we have it. We now have error bars on this graph. Provided that you write a figure caption that satisfies our requirements, this graph would receive full credit because it has all of the different elements that we require. Next, I'm going to make a line graph. So we are going to do this for breast cancer incidence rates from the year 2000 to 2019. The first thing we're going to do is highlight the years. Then we're going to hold down Command or Control and highlight the breast cancer incidence rates. Be careful not to highlight the averages or the standard deviation. We're going to go to Insert, and then we're going to go to Scatter Plot, and then we're going to click on Scatter with Straight Lines and Markers. Now we have created a line where each data point represents a year and it is connected to the next data point by a straight line. We need to add axes titles. So primary horizontal, this represents time. Axes title, primary vertical, this represents breast cancer incidence rate per 100,000. And of course that is per year. We're going to get rid of our chart title because once again figure caption is the chart title. And there we go. Once again, provided that you have a properly formatted figure caption, this would receive full credit. When you turn in your homeworks, please paste your graphs into a Word document and then write your figure caption beneath it using the color coding we discussed in class and which is also discussed in the assignment itself. Then be sure to make sure your name is on it and turn it in on Canvas. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye-bye.